बैठें जी प्लीज़। कैसे हैं आप? वालेकुम अस्सलाम, कैसी हैं? ठीक हैं आप?
Yes, sir.
ओके। एंड व्हाट इज़ योर बेसिक क्वालिफिकेशन?
Sir, I've done MPhil in zoology from Punjab University.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. So you are a zoologist
Yes, sir.
basically. Okay,
I'm a
that's great.
zoologist.
That's great. So let's start with the formal interview.
Yes, sir.
And I will take one chapter from the international relations, which was very, very significant. And
Yes,
this
sir.
happened in 1962. It is known as Cuban Missile Crisis.
Yes, sir.
Tell us whatever you know about it.
So, it basically started from the Bay of Pigs invasion, which
Okay.
was a US co-sponsored mission where two Mexican spies were sent to Cuba to basically invade Cuba for the Americans.
Okay.
However, it wasn't a successful mission. Later, the Cubans allowed USSR to install certain missiles within its territory so that it can provide protection from the state of US. However, when US came to know about that USSR has installed such missiles, therefore US carried out a naval blockade of the Cuba. And in response, it wanted USSR to remove its missiles that were installed. The USSR wanted Americans to remove its missiles from Turkey and Italy that they had installed previously to for the sake of countering USSR. That was basically the Cuban Missile
You
Crisis.
know about it. And who was the president of United States of America during this crisis?
I'm sorry, sir. I don't remember the
No,
name.
you will remember it. He is one of the most prominent persons in modern era presidents, probably the most popular one too. वो एक उसके बारे में कोट है, कभी यूज़ कर लीजिएगा कि there is no royalty in America, but he was the closest to royalty ever. अब इतनी बातें मैंने आपको बता दी, आप इसको बताएं. Young man, and unfortunately, just a year or so afterwards, after the crisis, he was also assassinated. 1.5 साल के बाद. अभी भी नहीं आ रहा सर. कितने अमेरिकन प्रेसिडेंट्स असैसिनेट हुए हैं? एनी आइडिया?
No, sir. I don't have any
You
idea
haven't
about
heard about JFK, John Fitzgerald Kennedy?
I've heard about him, but I haven't read
अच्छा चले
in
कोई
such
बात
a
नहीं.
detail about
चले
it.
कोई
sir.
बात नहीं, कोई बात नहीं.
Yes, sir.
चले मुझे आप ये बता दें कि then coming to European history, since we have already asked you the question from international relations,
Yes,
European
sir.
European history में मुझे ये बता दें कि any idea about European Renaissance? कोई पूछ लें अगर शख्सियतों के नाम आपको पता चलेंगे उधर से?
So it is basically a period.
नहीं, I'm just asking whether should I ask a question about Renaissance, because technically speaking it doesn't fall in your syllabus. ना? तो आपने सुना है कोई European Renaissance के बारे में?
Yes,
Okay,
sir,
so let
I've
me
heard
ask it.
about
Who
it.
was Michelangelo?
He was the person during the period of Renaissance. I haven't read it in detail, but I do know.
नहीं, but Michelangelo supersedes all the details. No? He is one of the most remarkable person ever lived in human history.
Yes, sir.
स्टैचू ऑफ वेनिस का नाम सुना कभी?
Statue of Venus. Sir.
Few questions from zoology.
Yes, sir.
What was your area of expertise?
So it was entomology, specifically the spiders.
That's great.
Yes, sir.
Entomology. What are the different families of this arthropoda?
Sir, the different families of arthropoda includes arachnids. Then there is Coleoptera, Lepidoptera. Then arachnids, Coleoptera, Lepidopterans. Then we have beetles. These
What
are all.
butterflies are available in Lahore and what are getting extinct from Lahore?
The butterflies, sir?
Yeah.
Sir, I'm sorry, I don't know about it.
Entomology. Okay. How many phylums are there?
So there are 32 in the greater ambit. There are
Start
32.
from phylum Protozoa.
So first there's protozoa, then there's protists, then we have poriferans, then we have ctenophorans, then we have helminthes, escalminthes, then we have demersians, nematodes, then we have echinoderms, we have hemichordates, we have chordates, we have arthropods. These are the basic phylums that we have studied yet.
What about the phylum Mollusca?
Yes, sir. Phylum
What are
Mollusca.
the characteristics of annelids and mollusks?
Sir, the annelids are basically worms. They are diploplastics. They don't lack a coelom. They are schizocylous. Do you have deuterosome characteristics? On the other hand, mollusks.
Have you studied taxonomy?
Not in detail.
I've studied one course
Yes, sir.
What is the zoological name of lion?
Loin. I don't remember it, sir.
Okay, you have studied the European history.
Yes, sir.
What are the impacts of French revolutions?
Sir, the French Revolution, the slogans were of freedom, fraternity, and brotherhood. So, French Revolution led to a change in the overall European continent by liberating the sentiments of liberalism and then nationalism, which led to the fall of domino effect that led to a fall of monarchy one after the other in the respective states of European continent.
What is the contribution of NGOs in Pakistan and what is the downside of the NGOs in Pakistan?
Sir, the benefits of NGOs include that it developed a kind of social safety network for the people. Secondly, it provides a modicum from where the vulnerable classes can speak and from where they can be represented also. However, coming to the sides, the cons of the NGOs, it make people independent from the government. They become more dependent on the NGOs, and the government doesn't carries out the
Okay, what is your
responsibilities
take
that
on
it should.
Mukhtara Mai case? Have you ever heard of Mukhtara Mai case?
I do have a slight idea about it. I can speak about that as
Does
a
that
little
ca-
bit.
then what is women empowerment?
Women empowerment means that we provide women certain equal opportunities to the other genders, specifically to man, where, on economic, social, and political grounds, they can make their own decisions.
Okay. Out of their own decisions, they have raised these slogans.
Yes,
Mera
sir.
jism, meri marzi.
Yes, sir.
What's your take over it?
Sir, as far as I am concerned about this particular slogan of Mera Jism Meri Marzi, according to this slogan, they are saying that they want to make their own decisions regarding their political life, be it their economic life, be it their physical being. However, the men should not be the superior ones who take their decisions, be it their father, their husbands, or their sons, which are we are seeing this since time immemorial that these male members of the family do take their responsibilities and decisions on the part of the women, which they should not in the greater for the greater good.
So, another question pertaining to this is your take about the LGBT movement.
Yes, sir.
Have you ever heard of?
Yes, sir.
Okay, your take. Aren't we moving towards that very quickly by virtue of these emancipated women of Pakistan?
Sir, LGBT community, according to me, within the our current Pakistani state, we should take it into religious consideration. We definitely should provide them equal opportunities, as Islam also states that all human beings are equal. However, in the international realm, we can't force other LGBT community from other states to take the same pretext or same stand that we in our state are taking.
Can you quote the example of any same-sex marriage in Pakistan? Any name?
Sir, currently there was a rumor about Ali Sethi marrying his
उसका
friend.
डिनाइल आ गया था उसके बाद
Yes,
denial
sir.
आ गया था लेकिन बहरहाल यही
However,
यही है.
he denied it later. Yes.
यही
Any Oscar winner from Pakistan
Shameen Obachinoy.
regarding
She made a film on women. It was basically on
very
women.
particular topic, acid.
एसिड थ्रोइंग
Yes,
एसिड
sir.
सेविंग
Regarding
फेस
acid.
सेविंग फेस
Yes,
और
sir.
गर्ल इन द रिवर 2 दफा जीती है वो
Yes, sir.
प्लीज ओके बेटा योर नेम वाज Palwasha.
Yes, sir.
What is the meaning of Palwasha?
So it means moonlight.
And Jabeen?
Jameen means it's basically forehead.
Forehead.
Yes.
Okay.
Palwasha mean? I couldn't hear. Palwasha is?
Palwasha is moonlight. However, in Pashto,
Moonlight, okay.
yeah, it's has a certain different meaning too.
You seem to be Punjabi, I suppose.
No, I'm Pashtun.
You're a Pashtun, but you are probably settled in Lahore. I believe.
Yes,
आप
yes,
settled
sir.
हो। Okay, beta. But just talking about the World War II.
Yes, sir.
Germany attacked Poland.
Yes, sir.
It was in the direction of the Russia.
Yes, sir.
Russia did not react immediately.
Yes, sir.
And subsequently, what happened?
So
Why
first,
Russia did not, retaliate?
yes, sir.
And subsequently, what understanding was between Germany and Russia?
Sir, Russia didn't retaliate because there was a previously they had signed an anti-aggression pact. There was an anti-aggression pact. That is why they did not. It did not retaliate against the Soviet attack, against the German attack on Poland.
Okay.
Yes,
clear.
sir.
Okay. Then another question. Germany attacked Russia later on,
Yes, sir.
and it was a massive attack.
Yes, sir.
3 million army sent to on that border. But when they were very close to Moscow,
Yes, sir.
why Hitler decided to attack Leningrad?
Sir, basically it was a part of the Operation Barbarossa, where they had initiated a three-pronged attack towards Leningrad, Kyiv, and Moscow.
Why Leningrad became a very important focus of the war in the German strategy? Importance of Leningrad, why they wanted to capture that at any cost?
Sir, because it was an industrialized part of the
Okay.
Russian Empire. Yes, sir.
Was it close to Baltic Fleet or not?
Leningrad was Baltic Fleet is in. No, sir. I cannot guess the answer. No.
Okay, it's clear. It's clear. What is the present GDP of Pakistan?
No, sir. I do.
Total volume of GDP of Pakistan.
I cannot recall it.
Yes, just check it recently.
Yes,
Again, it's
sir.
an important question. Again,
Yes, sir.
okay. The government recently declared the latest inflation rate. What
Yes,
is
sir.
that?
So it was 29% as per the economic survey of Pakistan.
Yesterday the figure was 44%
Yes, sir.
food inflation. Okay, I'm telling you.
Yes, sir. 40.
Which department or part of ministry is responsible for calculating inflation and other things?
So Pakistan Bureau of Statistics.
Ah,
Yes, sir.
Statistical Bureau of
Pakistan.
Pakistan
Pakistan
Yes.
Bureau of Statistics,
Yes,
PBS.
sir.
What is CPI?
Sir, CPI is basically a small medium measure of inflation, where we measure the rates of certain basket of goods for the.
Abbreviation पहले बताओ ना
CPI
इसे।
से बनता क्या है?
Abbreviation बताओ ना किसका है CPI?
I've forgotten it. I exactly
मतलब
knew what it
consumer
is.
price index.
Consumer price index. Yes.
इस
Alternative of
इस बास्केट में जो हम अशिया कंज्यूमर आइटम्स रखते हैं,
Yes, sir.
उसके पीछे फिलॉसफी क्या है? वो कैसे क्वालिफाई करती हैं टू बी ए पार्ट ऑफ द CPI?
Sir, they are basically the commodities of daily use that are mostly used by the public. Yes, sir.
आपने देखा है कि जो इन्फ्लेशन मतलब ये बढ़ती जा रही है,
Yes, sir.
उसी तरह जो पॉलिसी रेट है
Yes, sir.
ये इंक्रीज होता है.
Yes, sir.
व्हाट इज द रीजन बिहाइंड इट?
Yes, sir.
को है आइडिया?
No, sir.
अभी एट द टाइम जो इन्फ्लेशन बढ़ रही, व्हाट इज द प्रेजेंट पॉलिसी रेट ऑफ इन पाकिस्तान?
Sir, I don't remember it. I'm sorry.
Who I'm talking about the interest rates.
Yes, sir.
Okay, banking
Released
interest
by the
rates
State
जिसके
Bank
ऊपर
of
banking
Pakistan.
lending करते हैं, profit देते हैं,
Yes,
इसको
sir.
policy rate करते हैं. And who is responsible for declaration of the policy rate? Interest वो कौन करता है इसको?
State Bank of Pakistan.
State Bank of Pakistan करता
Yes,
है.
sir.
Okay. Do I have time?
एक क्वेश्चन कर लो सर.
What is governance?
Governance are the policies and processes whereby a state machinery and the administration runs the affairs of a state, the domestic affairs of a state. That is governance.
Okay. Sir?
Sir, I have one question.
जी please.
What's the difference between food safety and food security?
So, food. Yes, sir.
Food safety relates to your subject zoology.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
जहाँ आपके एंटोमोलॉजी के पेस्ट जो हैं वो फूड पे पर्टिकुलरली वीट पे हमलावर होते हैं.
Yes, sir.
इसको तैयार करके जाना बेटा
Yes, sir. Sure.
zoology के हवाले से.
जी.
चल सर.
One opinion based question.
Yes, sir.
They would probably be asking you in the final interview too.
Yes, sir.
Is there a need of constitutional court in our country.
Constitutional courts in our country.
Okay, single courts नहीं, only a
okay.
constitutional court. क्या
Yes.
आपका इस बारे में क्या opinion?
Yes, sir. Indeed, there's a need to develop a constitutional court in our country because due to the recurrence of constitutional crisis again and again, we had to go to the courts to
नहीं तो
deal
Supreme
with
Court
the
है ना
situation.
already. But Supreme Court is already there. Supreme Court has got this mandate to interpret the Constitution.
Sir,
So why there is another need of a constitutional court other than Supreme Court too?
so if we customize a certain code that only deals with the constitution, then we can deal with the issues that are recurring again and again. The previous week we had seen a tussle between two articles within the same constitution, that's
Okay.
Article 62 and 63. Then we see tussle between the constitution and other acts of the parliament, that is Election Amendment Act of the parliament. So I think if there's a code that specifically deals with it, then there would be a 24-hour analysis or a specific office that can deal with such issues and read
मैं आपको
into
इसका
such
थोड़ा इतना
controversies.
डिटेल में I'll give you a very short answer to it,
Yes,
which
sir.
probably would be relevant too. ना?
Yes, sir.
Your opinion is correct. I'm not debating it. My opinion तो हर एक का ही
Sure, sir.
correct होता है ना. You don't have to argue with the opinions. You've got a right to hold your opinion.
Yes, sir.
But basically, this present Supreme Court has become a politico-constitutional court.
Exactly.
Politics, जो constitutional court नहीं बनेगी, it will purely dealing with the constitutional
sir.
matter, is irrespective of the fact what benefit or what disadvantage it brings to any political party.
Yes, sir.
तो political जो angle हो जाता है ना court का, that becomes very very controversial. In present day also the Supreme Court is mired in huge controversy where the Supreme Court judges are resigning every day. Na? So
Yes,
that challenge would be kind of faced. That challenge would be kind of mitigated when
Yes,
you were
sir.
talking strictly about the constitutional matters. उनका और कोई काम नहीं होगा.
Yes, sir.
So
Thank
that's
you.
all.
Thank you very much. Wish you good luck.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Thank you.